But I asked them very casually one time when we were actually standing in this gallery for another exhibition if they'd ever exhibited together, and they hadn't. And I thought, well, here was this wonderful opportunity.
It's kind of a dream come true, you know, show with your artist family. So I'm very grateful and honored to be standing here. And if everybody kind of wants to come over this way.
And I try to work at the intersection of my photography and culture and religion. You know, that's a very kind of interesting area for me. I find out, to me, what drives our native people is that inner spirit. So how do you photograph that?
There are all these different sides to it, many different facets to the movement it's standing on. And one of them was these women led marches, and I really wanted to try to capture that and the spirit of it and the movement and the pride and the feeling and the beautiful things that can come about in that.
Turkey men wore this kind of overall outfit from probably 30s, 20s, and even up to 80s. Even now, if you see the old timers, they'll be wearing pretty much the same thing.
Now, when I created this painting, initially I started out from standing back there, where you guys are now, and looking at this blank canvas. And I wanted to create something unique. I didn't have any sketches for it. I just stood back there and looked at it for a while and thought, what is it going to be?
So this is a story about my grandmother and my aunt. Osage people traveled to Colorado quite a bit, and they were in Colorado Springs in some kind of store. And my grandmother asked my aunt, there was a white pail, and she asked my aunt in Osage, she said, "Hanatse," and before my aunt could even kind of respond to her, this man came up that worked in this shop, and he got real close to my grandmother's face and real loud. He said, "It's a bucket with a lid on it." And it was disparaging to my grandmother and to my aunt, and it was an attack on their integrity. And so, even though we laughed about it, there was a lot of sadness, you know, involved in this.
Where there's a lot of movement in it, the sound of the drum, the movement of the regalia, the colors that we wear, the ribbons, everything's in movement, everything's in fluid movement. And I've been raised in that since I was a little kid. I understand that. And it's something I guess maybe I put on canvas as well. You know, I don't think too much about it. I don't dive into that part because that's the mystery, that's the beauty of it all. And if you try to break that down, then I think that's where it kind of goes wrong. You know, you're not supposed to understand science. You're not supposed to understand the beauty of things. You're just supposed to be present with it and feel it. And that's what these paintings are about.